Welcome to Same-ish Different Day, a space where the thoughts are just as Welcome to Same-ish Different Day, a space where everything is on the table and the thoughts are just as frenetic as your Twitter feed. And just like your feed, we kick it off with some talks on some bullshit of the day, and eventually bring you some value with well-cited research on stories you may have missed.
Yeah, this show is the long-term format of marching into madness. A duo of journalists that are developing a content project about their passions. So, get ready for that. Some weeks our strange wine mom drops by to keep us in line, but she's been missing for a little bit, so we don't know what's going on with that.
But
the line, please. But she recently went out for milk and a pack of bogeys, but at least that's what she told us, so we assume she's gonna be back anytime now.
Oh, and socials? Socials, we're on all of them. TikTok, IG, YouTube, and Twitch, where we live stream these podcasts on a weekly basis. If you tune in, you can ride out with us afterwards.
Speaking of which, the future variant of this idiot will introduce us in 3, 2, 1, and then you just bring up.
Oh, and the music faded just in time. I didn't even have
to
do
the work.
Stoked? It did it for me.
Are you so stoked that next month is going to be Black History Month?
I am very supportive of it, and I am very excited for it. This is a uncomfortable question to respond to. Yes, of course. Did you know it was Martin Luther King Day this weekend?
Yeah, that was my next thing. I thought it was today. Did you see the
Dick statue in Boston?
Dick statue? Yeah.
Ah, shit, we're gonna get demonetized already on YouTube.
YouTube, go look it up. It looks like 4 dicks.
It ain't like we're monetized enough already, so it's all good.
If anything, we'll just use Bailey's eBay money.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll get rich off eBay. Reseller money, bro.
That is something I want to get into.
That statue is trippy, because that means, I don't know, the artist at least would have had to approve this entire ordeal.
Congress
like someone, like it's gonna be in a 3D program. Someone would have looked at it from every angle at some point in the scenario.
Like, do you not see cocks here? Do you not see meat spins here?
I do, definitely. And it's on
Does
the
it say
angle
more
facing the
about
street.
us? About does it? Are we?
That is
does that
true.
mean
Valid critique.
we're looking out for the dicks in societies?
Yes. At this point, yes. As denizens of the internet, we are looking out for the dicks.
Is that weird? Why not?
I think it's weird societally, but I don't think we should feel responsible for it.
But it's our choice.
It's our choice to perceive dicks in all of our media.
Yeah, it's the Matrix, man. This is all an illusion. It just somebody's programming dicks everywhere, and there's dicks literally everywhere. Andrew Tate was right about that.
No, it's like the hippie shit. Even that concept is hilarious, though. It's like we've evolved so far. We have technology at a rapid pace. We can get information at the tips of our fingers, but still, we're just like dicks.
Titties. And tips, those two things. We are not but simple creatures, right? If anything, this goes back to our primal instincts, and that's just our fascination with dicks. There's so many of them.
Oh, we're really way on our track to being family friendly. I love this.
Yeah. To be fair, I did pull your we had cow udders in one of our videos. So, if anything, that ship has sailed a long time ago.
Hey, the cow udders was happenstance, you know. It was a scenario. We were in the moment. Things were
I saw it.
happening.
And
I
I
got
pulled it. It just shit happens, man. Shit happens when you're with your bros and you see his four udders hanging there. You gotta just pull. You gotta just yank.
Give him a
It's like,
tuck,
hey
give him a
Bailey,
tuck.
pull my finger. It's the exact same concept.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
I get it. That's
Except
yeah.
a
That's why I
fart
want to be a
doesn't come
farmer.
out. Oh. Why? You want to jack off cows all day? You can give us some strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk from some pink
Some-
cows.
Yeah. Dude, if you have a Harvey's nearby, get the strawberry berry shake.
The
Live a
chocolate
little.
one ain't that bad, so I believe
The
that was
chocolate
pretty
one
good. Of course, you're a
isn't that
strawberry
like-
guy, though. I'm not surprised that you're a strawberry man.
Why is that a surprise?
Yeah, I am not. I am not. You seem like a strawberry man's. You're definitely because
God.
you were that kid that like I don't want vanilla, I don't want chocolate, and then you were pushed towards the strawberry.
Neapolitan ice cream was great because you could go through, the pink and the brown quite quickly. You wouldn't even touch that mayonnaise middle.
So yeah, the broke boy. I would eat the vanilla and the chocolate, and then I would use the strawberry to make smoothies. Because then I didn't have to buy strawberries.
Oh, but that's not. That's oh, okay. Okay. Still not
worked
using
out.
real strawberries though, but
It's not as good. It was not as good, but that way I could have a strawberry banana smoothie with shitty Neapolitan fucking.
I remember when No Name had those tubs, those 4-liter tubs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That made my childhood.
I would say, oh yeah,
You know,
because same thing,
you wanna-
same thing.
Same thing, yeah. And again, strawberry and chocolate will get eaten first, and then nobody would care about the vanilla. It's just vanilla.
I
Every
know.
time you hear vanilla, it's like normal. Nothing spicy about it.
But think about that. That's just modern society. That even vanilla, a spice in itself, can be considered the average flavor.
Or a white person spice.
Touche.
Shut the fuck up. Just fucking.
Okay.
Just go with the fucking program. It's not about ice cream today. We're talking about. What are we talking about? Oh yeah,
again, because this is about our egos.
Yeah.
All right. What's
What's
good,
up,
internets? Is it what's up? Is it what's up? What's up, internets?
What's
Welcome
up,
to
internet? I have ADHD.
Welcome to Same-ish Different Day, the podcast with a name that we can't say anymore. And if anything, we made a good decision doing this because even if we were popping, our videos would be demonetized on YouTube now. Yay.
Huzzah. Yeah.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
So, new format, new us. This is our first episode of the new year. It's nice to see you guys again. You'll notice some changes, but we're being a little loosey-goosey. We're still giving you some news today. We'll get back into our trending topics for the next episode. We're doing some traditional potting, touching base on the new year, where we're at, saying hi to you guys. And after that, I want to touch base on how La Costa Nostra got dinged. And then Raza wants to talk about how everyone's favorite animated alcoholic actor got called out. After that, we got a few extras. So if you want to
Calling
stick
out is
around.
an understatement.
That's true. That's true. Otherwise, we're getting into it. So, this one, we want to do a year review. It's 2023 now, and we figured we might talk about what we're doing. Raza gave me some talking points, so I feel I'll start it out. I want to throw it his way with the very first one and ask him, what are some highlights that we liked that we did together other than having the other situation that occurred?
Okay. Okay. That was my highlight. I don't know about you, but that was mine. What was the highlight about mine? It was, um, this year, last year went by so fucking slow that I forgot half of the year. Uh, I think it was like the fact that we are did more. That was my highlights. We actually got more shorts going, more TikTok content going. I think this last year, a massive highlight for me was that our TikTok finally popped off.
Yeah,
Our TikToked off.
I wouldn't say
If
popped
that's what
off, but we figured it out. We weren't boomers anymore. We at least know how it works now.
Yeah, and then I'm like putting out stuff every other day now on TikTok. So it's like at least that's going. So that was a huge deal, and I dug 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 it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
similar.
yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I was gonna go. If you trust your co-host, I can fucking carry a conversation, prick. Um.
He's
So
so
for me, similarly, is like, yeah, it was a lot of growth, man. I really feel like the past few years, if you've been listening this long, we've been practicing and practicing and practicing, and I finally feel like we're good at this shit, Raza. So I'm very excited for all the puzzle pieces to like stick together. We've done all the years of like, okay, let's do this and do that and learn these skills, and it's all there now, and it's only gonna get better. So if anything, the highlights for me was like trying all the new shit. We tried to do a subathon. It was kind of weird, but I like trying it. Doing the Christmas video was awesome. I thought the Video Game Awards turned out great. Like, we did a great job collaborating. That showed us we could do that. So, without going to Inside Baseball, my highlights for the year was trying all the new stuff and seeing how, like, perfected everything is. I moved into a new studio. It's all crisp. You got a new mic. Look at this shit. We're editing bigger shit now. We could do full essays. I'm pretty happy with that highlight.
yeah. It is kind of like terrifying how much we have abandoned our original mission statement and done something completely different because we're over the last, I think, when we started 2019 and
Yeah.
2023 now, we have changed everything. Nothing is the same anymore. Um,
So first for the storytelling for the audience, for the storytelling,
I
what
was
would you
gonna do
say the
that.
original? Okay, all right. What was the original one then? What's the original mission
The
statement?
the original mission statement was to like do like video essays, particularly video essays. While they're still there, we've completely overhauled that sort of format to be a little more dynamic because we're not as stiff as what we were as
Hmm.
we used to be. But then the one thing that has kind of stayed the same is ironically our gaming stuff. That's it. That's the thing. Where we're like, let's do games mostly, or not mostly, also. And then we did that, and then it's just like over time, we sort of like we've literally changed a lot of our the flow of things in our content. So it's now we initially tried to do the 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 weekly news roundups,
Yeah.
and then we shortened them up into shorts, and then we just said let's fuck it, let's put it in a podcast. That was a trial and error thing that I'm glad we did because it goes to it's we need to do those things in order for us to figure out what works and what doesn't.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then we sort of like changed how we're going to do the podcast. Instead of doing it every Monday, we're doing it every other Monday. Then we changed our Friday night streams to what we do. I got more expansive with my uh, set up, so that afforded us more shit to, to, to do. Um, just ultimately, just we the the if anything, are the things we have set in place are sort of there, but we have taken them out and like reinforced them, the foundation with things that are working. So
Yeah.
our social media game is sort of catching traction. That's a pillar of ours. Our video essays, how we're doing them now is another pillar, and then our content, our variety is the third pillar.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
should be a
that's
fucking interviewer guy. You should ask me more questions.
it leads well into the next point, which I'll start off with, is like I think all of that happened because the changes we had to adjust to was the domination of like short form content, TikTok, and live streaming. We wanted to be a 2019, 2018 era video essay YouTuber, and we're coming in on the dying end of that track. So
Yeah.
we quickly adjusted, and that's why we still do this podcast, even if we only got the few of you, you awesome listeners. Thank you. We see you. There's consistent base, and we appreciate you guys. But it's something that we wanted to make sure that we're still doing what we want, even as we're changing. So that's why we bring a little bit of news here, and hopefully, as this gets off the ground, as we can afford to put more time into this, then we'll start switching back to the original mission statement, sharing more informational content as well. But that stuff takes a lot of work to do when you're broke.
Yeah, and also a lot of time. I didn't realize how much time it did take, because I thought it was gonna be like few videos here and there. Let's just do stuff. But then you realize those few videos just take time. They take a lot of time to do. And then we sort of have like a revolving door of people that coming through. So it also gives us um like influences that we wouldn't have thought up on our own. So we're able to draw from those things more often, because we have a diverse what you call
Crew.
it,
Crew and audience.
I know, a diverse sort of like uh atmosphere,
Yes.
because we're able to get things from people from all over the place.
Yeah, and I find that very interesting because it's what I think we're closer to is we're trying to set up a place that you can expect all types of content. We're stepping in as a pair of creators, kind of doing the whole spread rather than just focusing on one thing, and in a way watching how all the creators are having to adjust. Even the YouTubers now are having to stream. All the big YouTubers have to switch all their game plans, and we're already steps ahead of this, prepared for the future that came, rather than putting all our chips in on being like YouTube video essays and oh wow, fuck, now we gotta learn a new thing. It's like, okay, we started from square
Yeah.
one, let's learn all this bullshit. All right, now we're ready.
We're able to learn because we're an interesting. I don't know if it's like something that's we're doing right or wrong. That's up to interpretation. But like, I think we're at the time period where the internet is changing again, and we're changing with it. So what comes out of that is how good we are at adapting to these new things. So whenever the internet goes back into its quiet time, where things are just normal for a little bit, I think at that point we'll be able to navigate the landscape a lot better, because we have the tools to do it, and the experience to do the thing. Because literally, as we started, things were changing, right? The transition was happening, or is happening. It's just how we have come up from the age of like how Facebook and MySpace were dominating. That's our thing too. So we're able to use these tools, hopefully, to make our brand like much more
Well, yeah, and I would say
accessible.
we have an adaptable palette of skills. So like an example I think about often is you look at the boom in Twitch streamers, right? They're not particularly well versed in all the other necessary skills, the marketing, the graphic design, the video editing. So if you take that route and you sink 60 hours a week into streaming, you can build a great community. But when it comes down to translating that to something else, if you haven't built the right team around you, you critically at that basis don't have the skills to be able to develop any further content outside of that platform that you blew up on.
Yeah, and that's what I like. I feel like we're still at the stage where we could fall into that trap because we're still sort of we haven't really found our sort of voice or sort of like our style just yet. We're still in the experimenting phases, but we do know what we're doing, but we just need to do more experimenting because we have shit. We need to just get more out of it, and then we'll be able to cement ourselves more. But I still think we have a chance of falling down that path because you and I get comfortable very easily with one way, right? We sort of see Twitch, and it wasn't until Afro pointed it out to us that we have to do it a certain way, where we were like doing it like streaming in a certain way. But then I think a whole bunch of conversations happened where we're like, let's do it like how both of us are on screen at once, and then we have both gameplays, right? That was a conversation that made us more like different, and not a lot of people are doing that. So it just, yes, we do have that sort of chance of going down that road, but we have people in our literal entourage, in our little posse, that will beat us over the head with a stick if we do that. And so that fear of letting them down is like,
I know,
trying to make it like, because like it's all almost just like there's a fire under you, right? And if you screw up, you're gonna burn. So we sort of have to like, I know it sounds harsh, but that's how I keep myself sort of like, I can't disappoint these people. I gotta do it. I gotta make sure I do it this way, but I do it healthily.
So that's a big. I want to continue that discussion. I want to stay on that point. That's like I have a big shift in that recently because I was feeling that, and I have to remember that we're also doing it for the art of it, and that's really made me more calm and feel excited to return to the script to get ready for the show. Because otherwise, I felt like I was doing it out of obligation, and now it feels more fulfilling again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at it out of like in the sense of obligation. It's just responsibilities because you sort of have to like being it. You shut the fuck up. Stop saying touche. Stop giving me points. All right, push back. I'm kidding. It's just, and that's another thing. Our little dynamic has grown too, which is, it could be a good and bad thing. I guess for Bailey it is a bad thing, and for me it's a good thing because I can be a little harsher on stream.
I made him tone back the swearing and offensiveness, but he can just direct all of his anger at me instead. That was the deal we made.
Like, if I can just take it out on you, that's okay. But yeah, it's just it's just these responsibilities that like I have, like I'm doing this I'm doing this, but I have responsibility to keep myself more to not to my doing to myself, but to a creative partner, to an audience, to people that they're like, I gotta keep my creative game going at all times, which is it sort of like energizes you to
Hmm.
be able to do those things in a long term. It'll just come naturally because you're just like, oh, I've downtime. I'm just gonna go on Premiere for a sec, and then that sec turns out to be like a whole night, just randomly doing shit. So it's just like those are the things I do want to happen because it just makes us more like in sync with what we want to do with this project,
Hmm.
which is just to pump out unique and creative content as much as we can.
Hmm. Yeah, and provide a true variety experience is what I see it as, which I think is very fun and interesting from the start because then you've got people coming for a variety of reasons, and if they want to engage deeper they can, if they want to watch our highlights on the shorts channel they can, and then if they want to come here and hang out with us they can as well. Now we need to get a little bit focused on that funnel or how to do that, but I mean I really like providing that because that's what I think the direction is going because everyone's going everywhere. If we could be not necessarily a one-stop shop, but we can. Oh, you like to see fiddling with stuff? Oh, you also like video games? Oh, you want to hear our opinion on Justin Roiland's? The right, you can get it all. It's all right here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like the gas station of news. That's
I just
what Billy's saying.
personally, because what I think, you want my, can I go off on a communications Bailey tangent?
Sure, I think I just yeah. Go ahead. I've thrown out two rants, but go.
The
Yeah.
super gas station. Yeah, so you went on a rant. So then this is mine, because I truly, as a communications professional, I think this is the direction that becoming an influencer is going to go. I think no matter what, you can develop a following as a Twitch streamer, you could develop a following as a TikToker, and there'll be different ones that can be more successful quicker than others. But I truly think at the end of the day, in 5 to 10 years from now, to be successful as an influencer, you have to be able to do the whole fucking package. You will not be
Yeah.
able to just be a TikTok star because all the brands will get savvy to this. TikTok will adjust its algorithm. Facebook will account for your thirst trapping. There'll be the advertisers and the people with the money will adjust. So at the end of the day, you'll need to have the skills to run your influencer brand like a legitimate media organization. So
Hmm.
I truly think that's where things are headed, and that's my grandstand of comms things. But that's also why I'm happy we're going the direction we're going, because I truly think things will start to
Yeah.
die out. They'll start to go to the biggest Twitch streamer and be like, well, where's your YouTube following? Because Jeff Bezos ain't giving us enough money.
Yeah. It just because like if we like pigeonhole ourselves into one sort of box, our chances of like getting tired of this and failing this goes up higher because w- we are in one sort of like group. But like yeah, it's just like even if one of our ideas doesn't work, we have 20 more things already on the go
Exactly.
and shit. So it's like it's a little bit more hard work, or it's actually a lot more hard work because like we are we're literally going from like podcasting to video games to essays are like it's like going from like Mexican food to like Chinese food. You're like jumping all over the place. It's like two two extremes. But like that's what's the fun part about it because you're able to sort of like blend these worlds together and
Mm-hmm.
then make them like more make it like so every you like bridging all demographics to be on one thing, so like
I
people who
agree.
don't watch gaming stuff can watch our podcast, but then they'll be like, let's see something else they do, and then maybe they'll be turned on to our streams, our gaming streams, and they could be like, now I like gaming gaming streams.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, and I appreciate that, and I agree with the comment that we got that at least gaming is fun too, right? So we're making sure that we're keeping that core thing, keeping it fun, keeping it's still an art, bro. That's the biggest thing we're gonna tell you as the audience is that we want to make sure that this is still something that's we're creating what we want to do. That's one of the things that bugs me is like, bro, it's like if we could. I could drop everything right now and we could become a tech review channel and make money, but we would hate ourselves. You know, like I know how to do that. I know the game. I could pick the things. We could do it, but I would want to. Just why? Why? I may as well go work a job.
Yeah, at that point, it does become a job. Like I don't mind this becoming a job because then that's like a dub for me, right? It's just like I'm going to do something. I'm going to a job that I like, right? I'm not doing the same. I'm not doing the same sort of. I don't throw any minimum wage people on under the bus here, but like I'm not going to do the same thing over and over again because it's always different and it's always something. There's something like new and like new and more interesting in what we're doing, and that's what's always like what I'm looking forward to. Like for this movie podcast, it's an ever-changing industry, so that we're always going to be looking forward to something new. Even the gaming, there's new games coming out all the time, right? There's new ping pong tables every day, so when you need to do all that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. So since we both rambled about the future and we've laid it out well for everyone, Raza, what's the new year holding for us?
New year, just I don't know. We're getting more aggressive. With our content ideas, we're not going to be half-assing them anymore. Barely put a little positive affirmation message in our private Discord. Is going to be pumping out one short a day, so that's going to be interesting. Buddy, get on my level.
Yo, I'll see if they get posted every day, but I'm gonna edit one every day. The posting.
I'm doing 7 shorts a day. Get on my level, buddy, old pal. No, just like, and that's gonna be good for us because like then I know for a fact every day something is coming out. We're just gonna be we're just right now we're still figuring out who we are still. I know that's kind of cliche to say, but like at the same time we're going to be putting out a lot of content that seems to be
close
working.
to it. I feel close to it. I think it's just about hitting the workflow that works for us because I think we got our personalities laid out. I think we've got content here. It's just a matter of plugging in the right plugs in the right places. And that kind of happens organically in many ways.
Yeah. It does. All of our best stuff does happen organically. This is why I'm not like super pressured into most of this. Like 95% I'm not pressured into, but like the other 5% I have to commit, right? You can't just.
Well, I hate for the audio listeners. We're talking about the shorts, right? So if you're like a gaming or a YouTuber, you see, like, you might watch TikToks on your own if you're not in our sector of that community. But it's good for ableism and the visual, like people who need that, the hearing disabled. But all the gaming videos have big captions. You have to manually edit in everything that you say to every single 1 minute long video. So every 1 minute long video, you got to put in at least 20 to 30 minutes just putting words on the fucking screen.
That
And
minute-long video takes about an hour to make, by the way, just because you
it's
gotta time
it's so
everything. It's not hard to do. It's just the most tedious task ever. Adobe, if you're watching us, I don't know if there's any people from Adobe team, can you make those subtitles, putting them in, just easier to do, where we don't know, and get your AI thing working. Bailey's name is not Billy.
There you go. There you go. That's Bailey's name isn't Billy or Barley, and it has no idea. It gives me random words for Raza half the time.
Yeah, but like, and that's like, what was I gonna say? It's just our TikTok thing, or shorts thing, is like the one that like I wanna. That's what. Okay, no, that's what I want to say. In this year, we'll be getting more and more organized with how we do these things, because I have to. For us, I'm gonna put. When we do shorts, for example, we're going to have it more uniformed. So
there's going to be inception drops, big horns, lots of lights, lens flares.
I mean the template, the format will be up to yours, but the template will be the same. So like, I just realized purple, when Bailey's talking, for his captions works, green works with mine, and then blue for a third speaker, and then I can just branch off of that. So that's what I want to do for us, to be like, let's just be a little more serious with this, and like, let's make it all one sort of thing. And then I gotta teach Bailey how to make the things pop, the little pops. The
just show
pop.
me. We'll go. Show me your screen later, and just show me your effects panel. I get it. I'm just lazy.
It's not effects. It's
I hate
keyframes.
doing it. It's keyframes, but you go to the effect controls to do it.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Yes.
I just press 120. I do 100. Press like enter. Hit for a keyframe. Go forward 5 frames. Type in 120, and then
You don't go into. You just do it all numbers based.
That's how all the videos have showed me.
You're a maniac, bro. I do it. Maybe that's why I can't. My brain doesn't work math wise. I have to draw it out. Okay, this is inside.
It's literally showing you. It gets bigger. You gotta count one, and then you press Alt or Control. This is the thing I taught Billy how to do. Control click takes the actual frame with all the edits and then brings it over, and then that's what you need, and then that's where it gets easier. Then you just gotta type out the words.
This man's a madman. Okay, so Raza, speaking of all these wonderful tales that you have for us, this is your last point for our year review. Do you have any new projects, secret projects, or are we going in a new direction that you want to tell anybody?
I mean, I gotta stop saying I mean a lot. I was thinking about that, but it's like we are going in a new direction, but that means we're growing, and I don't think we're gonna stop growing, because we're always gonna be like doing new things, and that's what's the fun, best part about these things. Because I don't want to stay the same for more than 3 months. I need to add shit or take away shit every 3 months, Bailey. So be prepared.
Whatever, it makes me feel less stressed about the fact that I'm always pitching the same thing. I don't know, maybe we should cancel this. I don't know, I don't like this anymore. It's always every 3 months I'm doing the same thing.
Like, I don't want to. This seems dumb now. I don't want to do this.
Well, oh man, because for those who have stuck around, we're doing like the news roundups, and we really liked it. It was fun to do, but it's like we're being old. This is why we're doing so much work, and nobody gives a shit, because no one's watching a shit for the news.
Those videos would take so long to make. Them realize, oh, cool, 2 views, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Right.
And then that's like some therapy shit. If we're giving advice to any other creators out there, you really have to be able to step back and be like, okay.
Yeah.
No, this is just not the thing to be making right now.
And that's the other thing that I personally changed. Because I remember like in like the last half of like 2022, I was just like, every Friday stream, I'm gonna cut it up and make a long format video, and then realized we're not that funny for anything longer than a minute. So maybe why don't I just do like I just cut up TikTok like minute-long shorts from each from
Done.
all of our Friday night streams that we do, and I was just like, that's why Raza, why weren't you doing this in the beginning? Because it's so easy to do. You don't have to look for 4 clips. Just pick out one.
Hey, what's going on? Internet is still connected. No, okay. What? Weird. Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna hit a marker. Marker hit. All right.
Okay. Scarred. But yeah, so like it had the real video playing here and then a blurry one here. I realized after a while that was kind of outplayed, so then I just started to be like, let's spice it up a little bit more. And then I started to see a whole bunch of TikTok videos do something different, and I copied that format, and that's been working. If you go on our TikToks, it actually works now. And
I have no
I
complaints,
see Bailey
bro.
has been like seeing it work, and then watches watches his TikToks, because the kid is growing. You should see his TikTok game. Now it's becoming slowly onto my level.
Yeah.
We just need to educate him on how to.
I just really like personal talks. I'm okay with it. I'm not like an old man anti-TikTok. I get why people like it. I just genuinely, I enjoy this. I enjoy the streaming, but like editing TikToks, it's like that's work for me. So that's the part where I'm like, okay, I gotta sit down and do work, because I just don't enjoy it. I still like watching YouTube videos. I'll watch streamers too. I just don't like. It's not baby. So I know how it works. I can do it. It's just not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah, I mean that's literally the it's the name of the game, and the fun part comes after. So you got to do all this.
Exactly. There's some sacrifices, and if my sacrifice, and that's where I get all like grateful and humbled, bro. Because if my sacrifice to work is sitting down and making a TikTok, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. I used to have to clean toilets, dog. I used to have to clean up cockroaches. All right, I'll sit down and put some captions on a fucking video.
Yeah, my trick is to like I just try to go for like the ones were marginally funny, and they tend to be short videos, so like 27 seconds long. And yeah, it becomes like I can just pump these out. But like I feel like the more we do it, the faster it becomes for us. But you know, it's just, oh my god, it's just something that, you know, I don't mind doing, but yeah, it's like tedious as heck.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But inside baseball. So either way.
The fuck's inside baseball?
I mean, we're talking too much about the editing process. Some people like that. Some people are like, "Oh, where's the content, bro? We don't care about your feelings, Raza."
You can make the content. I can be the editor. But how much would you like it, guys, if Bailey was the face of our whole thing here, and then I'm just a guy in the background?
What is that? What you want? That would be weird. I don't think that would work out.
I would propose that. I'd be like, yo, I just want to edit.
All right,
this is your fault, dude. This is your fault. You should have been.
You want me to be the? So I just record all the content. You're gonna have me just recording for hours, and you just edit all the videos. All right, I'll be the little camera monkey for you. Well, you write the scripts. And then I'll be Kai Sanat, and you be my manager.
That landed. What was I gonna say? Blame Bailey for getting me back on the editing train. Just blame him for that. So
It's an art.
now
You've
I'm
always-
literally making movie trailers because of him. So, and then also because of him, Bailey. I mean, not Bailey. Our content is going to become more cinematic. You're gonna hear like a lot more bell sounds, a lot more of those the giant dong sounds, and shit. Dun, dun. All jokes aside, it's editing is fun. It's making me like not want to blow my brains out.
Good. I like to hear that. The written word
you?
can be draining, especially in the modern era when you are severely underpaid for the amount of talent that you put into the work.
Yeah, and I haven't got paid yet.
They know.
They know. They're talking shit about us.
They know. Okay.
Google
Speaking
that.
of editing,
Oh my God.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Add Bailey here again. I just wanted to drop in with a reminder of how much we appreciate you. We've gone through some changes over time. We know we've got some core audience. We got a couple of you that have been sticking around for a minute, and I know you've bared with the changes. Some of you like it, some of you don't. The most important thing, we value your opinion. So don't be afraid to reach out and be like, hey man, really like that episode. Drop the comments, drop the likes, drop the subscribes. You know how this algorithm works. We'll be seeing you there soon, kid. Thank you for all the time. Sincerely. We'll be... Bye.
Do you just picture me?
You think I'm
Whenever
freaking
you-
out too much? Our mics are back. You think I'm freaking out too much when I do the ads? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're just like
I know. I
It's
get
like-
this thing where I look at the camera and my eyes go really wide and I'm not really stressed out. I don't feel like I'm doing that. And I look at the footage and I'm just like, my eyebrows are up here. It's crazy.
no way, dude. You know what else is crazy? What happened to Rick and Morty this weekend? Homie did some you know those things you put in remotes and other appliances and other things that require
Batteries?
batteries. The other definition was used for a famous not a content creator, a famous TV guy.
I like it. I like it. Good
Okay.
singer. Good singer. Good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wordplay. Trigger warning too. Speaking of that, that was a wordy pun. Trigger warning. Speaking of
Laugh at
that.
that. No one, don't clip that, making me fucking look like a dick.
You're supposed to do it before, but you caught it. He was too good. You caught me off guard. Okay,
Yeah.
tell us about it. Tell us
Balls
about
in
it.
my-
Tell us
So,
about what the
y'all
Energizer
know-
Bunny did.
Yo, that's a good one too. It's sad that for this topic we're really good at zingers, man. It's sad, but that we're really good at it. Okay, so for this topic, for our news of over here, Rick and Morty guy, the co-creator of Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland, and the co-creator of Solar Opposites, Justin Roiland, and also Elon Musk's best friend, Just Roiland. He actually is Elon Musk's best friend. He's also a libertarian, which explains a lot about the story. So he's facing felony charges for two separate things. The first felony charge is for a woman who he, got into Mortal Kombat with.
Don't say you know. They don't know. They don't know, Raza. They shouldn't know.
trying to be
It's not a good thing to
possible.
know.
He said because of that he was arrested back in uh August of 2020 and was let go of a $50,000 bond, which is quite a lot of money. There's also allegations of him and predatory nature, specifically targeting, not it's a bad thing as well, but minors. If I'm allowed to say that.
Thank you for catching that. Thank you for catching that extra,
Am I allowed to say that?
No disrespect to the topic. We're laughing at Roz's grammatical errors here. Let's be very clear. It's very clear here. All right, continue.
So he had some incidents, allegations on that. Many people have come forward about those allegations, and he's for all of his stuff that he did, he's facing a felony charge, which he's gonna face in April, I think, of this year. So it's gonna be interesting how that turns out.
Okay.
Rick, they're coming to get me, Rick. I don't know.
You got it backwards, dog. You got it backwards. Come on, you do the Rick. You're doing the Rick voice talking to Rick. I guess it's interdimensional, blah blah blah. So whatever. You got a scapegoat card in this situation.
I only watch Solar Opposites.
Solar Opposites is pretty good. I've been a fan for him for a while, and I will say, are we in the talking part? Sorry, man.
No, we're not. Okay. So now, with this whole thing, Bailey, are his shows tainted? Tainted. Are his shows tainted for you, or will you do what I do with Tom Cruise and separate Scientology from acting? But in this case, it's Energizer Bunny and Rick and Morty.
Leads into the comment that I was making. It does kind of taint it for me because I was already a little suspicious of his emotional behaviors. Like, I used to listen to a lot of his content. He's very possessive. He's very anxiety driven. He's very fucking worried about everything. So it was like, I was like, there's a hint of creepy going on here. He's obsessed with Legos. There's something weird. So as it came out, I'm like kind of very on board with accepting it. And it doesn't seem like he's immediately making a statement to acknowledge his wrongdoings or
because he's in jail,
create any sort of accountability.
Really?
Has he made a statement? Because that's where I will accept that I haven't followed the story enough. If he's made any sort of statement,
his lawyer made a statement. I'm pretty sure, but that's basically it. It's not him. But there has been a history, so I don't know. Are these allegations things that should be looked into deeper just to confirm? Because in some cases, they can ruin people's lives.
Yeah.
Can be unfounded. Not to say that they aren't or not, but like, what?
Yeah, I like to be specific. Yeah, we're never constituting victim blaming, but I think at the same time, yes, I think as we're entering the modern era and we're promoting accountability, then we need to make sure that we pursue these things so that all sides can get equal amount of footing and details.
Yes. Yeah. Is there any connection between this and Rick and Morty into the show and how he writes and how his life is? Does that sort of like, is this like?
I think so.
Oh. Now this makes sense of why he's doing it like this. That
I don't think so, but I think it's one of those ones where you can point at a artist or creative, someone like Kanye, and look at them and be like, oh, I see how, say, this bipolar mannerisms could have influenced your art. So I think in the same way as you're looking at the way that he played multiple characters that all lash out about their emotions in very specific and different ways, the same type of negative scenario can occur, that he's clearly got his emotions and his parts of his personalities in boxes. So one of them's a nice partner and creative, and who knows what scary devil is in the other one on the other side of the shelf. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm not
Yeah.
too surprised by that.
And then lastly, are you still gonna watch the show? Are you gonna be like Rick and Morty, battery, Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty. Is that gonna be in your head when you watch the show? Is it gonna be like you see it differently now?
Yeah, it does taint it a little bit. I have been damaged since the Kanye incidents of our present because he was my idol, and I was like always trying to go back and forth a bit. And then several years ago, after the Trumpian stuff, I was like, no mas. And then now it's proven right that it was a good decision. So it's like kind of, I'm not stoked anymore on forgiving people for abusive things just because they make good art. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Remember to never meet your heroes. Because they'll always end up. That's why my hero is my dad.
So never meet him. That sounds good.
So never meet your own dad. Bailey can relate. He hates meeting his dad.
I think but I think you bring up a very valid point, and I think that's the victim of the modern era. Like, as we brought up the Andrew Callahan shit, if you know who that is, a young journalist online also got called out recently. I won't go into that story, but it's interesting to see because I think there's just so much transparency and accountability that if you're not able to be accountable for your actions immediately, there's no way to hide anymore. There's no way to hide anymore. So if your creator did X, Y, or Z and you're trying to justify it, the truth will eventually come out. So maybe it's one of those, like, maybe you shouldn't be faulted for still supporting someone that you think is creatively intelligent, but at the same time, I think the cards will play the same hand at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree. But if it's for a purpose, then let's go. So it doesn't. Yeah. No, you should always look for people to look up to that are worthy. In my case, it's Tom Cruise. So I know that, like, he's never done anything wrong in his life.
Yeah, no, he doesn't belong to a cult. He doesn't have free labor. None of that.
So it's just like people in the entertainment in the industry, you shouldn't really idolize them. You should definitely, like, obviously be fans of their work, fans of what they do, but don't, strive to be like, he's my template, or this person is a template of what I need to be.
How about idolize with caution?
If you need to idolize at all, that's like.
So when did you become Moses? So who do you feel that is adequately fit to be idolized?
Oh, Allah, the one and only, in our prophet Muhammad Rasulullah, peace be upon him. Again, people who have done things right. That's called a check mark or checkmate, Bailey. I got you with that one. So don't idolize. Just go into a religion. That's my thing. Just go straight into organized religion, and then you'll find proper moral support. Or not.
Yes, mashallah.
Mashallah, not fucking.
Oh, sorry, I white guyed it. I white guyed it right away.
It's like masala. Like, are you with spice or whatever?
I guess that's what it came out. It came out as spice. Fuck. Okay.
I'm gonna fucking clip that out. I'm gonna make that a TikTok.
Yo.
Baby, trying
Why
to be
does our fame have to come from making me look like shit? Okay.
You do
so,
you.
I do it to you too. And what are you going to do about it? I'm going to gaslight you until we reach success, okay, Raza? This is how we fuel this machine. The audience has seen it. Panda's seen it.
It's me, Mario.
Speaking of Mario.
That's so offensive too. Really,
So-
said all Italians are plumbers.
No.
Automatic cancellation.
No. Mario was known for stealing coins and sometimes enforcing people to do his will by jumping on top of them. In several games, he has a hammer and does threaten them with it. So
Yeah, he does. Specifically Luigi. Specifically him.
yeah, he'll suck you up real hard if you don't listen, bro.
Damn it! Now I don't want to. I want him to suck me up dry. The little Italian man to do that.
Get my news. The Italy.
Not about getting your dick sucked by Mario, is it?
Italy arrested one of their famous mob bosses this week. Actually, today, as of this recording. So what I'm saying right now is you got to look out for this Netflix show because you already know that's going to happen. They're going to create some sort of documentary about at least, if not the trial, about the investigation to catch him. So Cosa Nostra family boss Matteo Messina Denaro was arrested after 30 years on the run. He was on the run for a slew of literal political hits. So the two court prosecutors that were tasked on chasing down the mob in Italy, Giovanni Falcone and Paolo. Oh my God, I'm not going to say that. I will
He's got
put
a
it on
Batman
screen.
villain in the story. Let's fucking go.
So this guy literally blew up the prosecutors that were going after the mob in Italy. And this was in 1992. So he's been wanted for 30 years now. There's a lot of politics involved, but this was a strong move by the recently elected Giorgia Meloni. Oh my God, I can't do Italian names. Giorgia Meloni off of her recent election in just October of 2022.
Okay.
She's a what? No, give me context. What? Tell me about Georgia right quick.
I do believe either she is a distant relative or she has praised Mussolini.
I thought so because I remember hearing this as well. So that's her strong arm tactic coming in was look, I'm going to get rid of the mob. So this was her first big move that she promised coming into office, and she's followed through with it.
She's a fascist. Oh yeah, I just farted.
That's also the important tip I wanted to bring here. So thank you, Raza. So other than that political fact that you should be aware of, that it's great that a mob boss is gone, but please understand why this may have occurred. I want to tell you to keep an eye out because you damn well know they're also going to monetize it, and there's a new Narcos Italy season coming out soon. I guarantee it.
Oh, is there?
No, I'm just making this shit up, but someone's going to make it. It's going to happen. They make how many fucking Tiger King shows came out immediately after the docuseries? Too many. Too many, I say.
There was the sequel too that came out last year.
So it is internationally interesting. As we all know, La Familia can be up to like some shiesty things and what power shifts look like, especially in the modern era when we're talking proxy wars and who knows what the CIA is doing. Do you think this man may be able to El Chapo his way out of this one? Do you think he's going to somehow skid his way out? Do you think you can keep a mob boss of this many years in jail?
Gabgoo. How much influence does this guy have in Italy? Italian.
According to all of the articles that I read, he is like the head of the Sicily family, like the OG ones in Sicily. He's the boss still.
So, is he like? Does he have leverage in the politics of Italy?
Most likely.
So if he does, he can obviously be like, "Hey, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Get me out of jail. You come, okay?" Why am I doing Marlon Brando's voice? That's the only Italian reference that's not racist that I have. So
That's fair.
I
If not, I think
I
it's a
think
Goodfellas, and he gets his way into a good prison.
I think he that could happen. He could be like that Robert De Niro movie that just came out with Al Pacino. He could probably be making wine in his jail cell. Um, so, but if he has like political influence and if he has some sort of like sway, leverage, I don't think he could. I don't think he'll be in jail for that long.
I think he will be in jail because of what you mentioned before, because of the fascist person that may be taking lead of the country. That it will
Yeah.
be a strong arm implication. However, they'll probably there's no way he'll be treated like shit. He'll be put in some fancy thing. So I
It'll be a
think
blue
I think
collar
he stays
prison.
in prison because she's got a. It's her card. So maybe who knows? A few prime ministers later, maybe he'll get let out. But
Could there be like, hey, could he like say, hey, let's good fellas, let's do what we did to Joe Pesci in Goodfellas, right? Could they
yeah,
just pull that,
yeah,
right?
that's yeah.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
Donnie
So,
Brasco him. You got a Donnie
or Donnie
Brasco.
Brasco him. Spoiler alert to anybody who hasn't seen one of the few good Johnny Depp
Yeah, I know
move.
people.
Yeah.
If you like Johnny Depp, you gotta watch Donnie Brasco. That's when he was actually good.
Donnie Brasco, Donnie
Donnie Tabasco. He puts hot sauce on everything.
Tabasco sauce on everything.
So,
And it's also Al Pacino's one of his final roles too.
yeah, that was while he was still young. I'm sure there's probably other better Al
You should
Pacino
watch
roles, but
Heat.
he still had energy. He could still act back then.
Watch
Heat.
Heat.
Heat. I've
Heat
never
2,
actually seen Heat.
a
I am
book
aware of Heat, but I've
came
never
out
actually seen it.
in August of last year. Michael
Oh,
Mann
actually,
wrote
I
it.
might have seen Heat back in the day, and I was just too
It's
young for
so
it.
good. It's so good. It's like, oh god, no.
So,
that
Raza,
that
it's
scene, that shooting scene, that, that that shooting scene where they're in the street and they're doing urban warfare in the street, that has inspired many things. That's
yes,
been
okay, yes.
yeah.
Then I have seen this movie. I saw it
Oh, Grand
when I
Theft
was in
Auto has
high
been
school. I
inspired
saw it when I was in
by
high
it.
school because of that.
Yeah, we should. That's a. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm rewatch that.
So Raza, speaking of
Get off topic
atrocities
here.
against society, do you think that this
With
move
Italians, not society.
that was my family's so country? They're literally the Caucasians that say Italians. Those
Italians.
Italians. It's like you don't pronounce. No one pronounces I like that.
You're like cousins. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Fuck, it drives me up the wall. But so, do you think Italy can actually even knock them down a peg? Right, like you took out the boss, but it's the boys. Like these are the boys. It's not just
The
like,
boys.
oh, we got one little guy. They're like saying we got the big boy. There's no way how they control garbage. When it comes to Italy, forget about all the North America shit and the blah blah blah. Like, think about Italy specifically. They definitely have their hands in so many economic features. You're not gonna make them just disappear overnight.
Um. Hmm. If I've seen any mob movie, I know they're just gonna appoint a fall guy because he still has to do like the whole like trial thing, and they can just pin it
Mm-hmm.
on one guy. So, but I think maybe not because if you're in a crime family, you obviously have contingencies for this. So if he goes to jail, he's gonna get he's gonna get his like brother-in-law to be the
Yeah,
head guy,
exactly.
right?
And they
So
probably
I
already
don't.
know everything. He's been on the run for
Yeah,
30 years. Everyone already
exactly.
probably knows what's good.
Talk about lazy police force. But uh, I've been alive for as long as the cops have done nothing, which is funny. So I think it's like no, this isn't gonna change much, and it's gonna knock down a peg since isn't Italy sort of like the mob in Italy, like embedded with one isn't that like a lot of Italy is just built on that? Or am I being am I generalizing? I
It's
blame Martin
generalizing.
Scorsese.
It's generalizing a little bit, yes. But what it is literally the Sopranos stuff, especially on
That's what I'm
Sicily.
saying.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
garbage distribution and construction companies and shit, and like what you see in North America with the tow truck industry. So it's not necessarily that you piss them off and society collapses, but there can be a lot of governmental and financial inconveniences that begin to occur for the government.
So for any of you guys who don't understand what Bailey's talking about, is I was like, yeah, if this guy goes to jail, he can just say, let's
We'll just
because
stop
the
picking up the
mob,
trash.
yeah, the mob bosses are usually in unions and they control a lot of that. So they could be like, oh, yes, stop picking up the trash, stop mail services. Oh, you want your milk or do you want pizza? Can't get those things because
Or no, I can, but it's gonna be 3 hours longer
oh
and
yeah,
$50 more.
I was gonna say it's also gonna cost more, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you want that protection? Here's some. Give us more money, right? So
And then
yeah,
it gets down, really small stuff. You
right?
could do tourism taxes to Sicily, blah blah blah. When you do small businesses, and then they're gonna not pay that. And when you say union, same thing then occurs because labor forces. Then you want to negotiate with the union to pass some legislature. All of a sudden, a certain labor union head doesn't want to fucking talk. I wonder why.
So so I feel that like yeah, because their their tentacles are in everything. It's gonna be hard to knock them down a peg because there's always gonna be somebody that they have invested into
Hmm.
that's gonna listen to orders, right? So people, and then just because he's in jail doesn't mean if you've watched any mob
Yeah.
movie, any sort of like jail means nothing to these guys. They're like, oh, I'm in jail. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna like listen to music, watch TV, make some bread over here, have my food delivered to me, probably really good food too, and then he's calling shots on the outside. It's because you have invested because a lot of these mob bosses sort of invest in their community. That's why people
Hmm.
sort of like dig them.
You guys. Panda's so we'll break the fourth wall. A commenter thinks we watch too many movies, and I I'll take that critique because I don't think it's as mystical as Raza thinks with like baking bread and TV. But no, you're getting food delivered. You're
They
getting a
are,
lot of
yeah.
special treatment. Yeah, there's a lot of
Hmm.
you set it up because your boys are already there. Even if you don't
And
own the
and
thing,
then
you're not getting out. You'll still be able to get
who
hooked up.
who's in the warden or who has the warden in their pocket? Who has all of the security guards on a payroll? You think the
Bro,
government does?
okay, so yeah, the only I swear, okay, we're gonna get on watch list for this one, but
Oh
because bro,
shit.
even related to North America, right? The prison industry is a private prison
Or
industry, so it's
for
run
profit.
by CEOs of companies. These CEOs of companies also want places to put their money so that the government cannot tax it, right?
Mhm,
So guess
mhm.
who the CEOs of these prison companies are going to go to help that happen? The same thing happens in other nations, right? It's not necessarily like this big conspiracy like, oh, he's got the DA and then he's got their secretary. No, it's usually quite simply like based on greed. You go to like, oh, I know the guy who owns all of the prisons in Italy and I made him my homie. Right. That's
Yeah.
and then from there, that's how you get your cachet to be implemented. Because the bus, it's the same game, but it's a lot less movie esque. It's literally you got to think of
More
it from a
boring.
capitalism perspective. It's much more
Yeah.
boring. You went to a
Yeah.
dinner. I gave some guy a donation for his wife's painting, and now he thinks I'm pretty cool. And you know, next thing leads to
Yeah.
another. I don't want to reveal
Yeah.
all the tricks of the trade so that we get watched by the FBI.
It's like yeah, just like it's unless it's like a part of like the high end police force that Italy has, the one that's like their intelligence agency, which is I don't think is touchable by the mob because they probably are a little bit more strict about who they ask to join them because they are a secret agency. I think unless it's part of that group, then maybe not. But if this is just what I assume a typical like bust, but then again, he's a prominent figure in Italy, so it would make sense to bring
Yeah.
the big guns out.
They say, yeah, bring the big guns. So what the two details is, first, they said that someone close to him and his family was hospitalized, and they watched the hospital, and that's how they were able to get him. And then they said that all the reports said that they're flying him to an unknown location, that they're not reporting where he's going because they're that worried that he's going to get broken out.
That's like the Fast and Furious shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, bro. That'd be crazy if there's some shit going on like that. Some real movie shit.
Then it's a real fucking movie. Tom Cruise is just like, I need to write a script about. No, not Tom Cruise. The Rock. I need to write a script about this immediately.
Yeah, because Vin's not smart enough to write the script.
It's just like there are no cars in this. There's no family in this.
Groot.
Where are my Coronas at, man? What's with this no barbecue culture?
Did you know I was triple X once?
Twice. Did you know that I only wear tank tops? It's not because I'm hard. It's because I literally do not know how to put on anything else.
I'm just trying to distract you with my biceps. Okay, all right. Yeah, we're going to ad. We're going to ad. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening to our mob rambling. Woo! Movie editing magic applied. Bailey here. I wanted to come in with a quick reminder of all of the content we make here at Marching Into Madness. Me and Raza, on a weekly basis, put out one episode of our podcast on Mondays. Interchangeably, if we're not doing the podcast, we have our movie club. So we're switching that every 2 weeks. We do our essays on our main YouTube channel. We have shorts and reels coming out every single day almost. And you can catch us playing video games together on Fridays. And finally, Bailey every Tuesday doing Antique Roadshow 2.0. You got a couple options. We're trying to bring you true variety content. So you want to tune in, stick around while we're in the growth phase. It'll pay off. We're going somewhere. Appreciate you. Say hi to Panda on the way back. To be live. Okay, we checked. Our mics are live. Our mics are live. Hello, internets. Welcome to see you again. Since we're back and we were taking a break, we don't have any submitted news. So I figured, Raza.
I want to see Puss in Boots.
The film, correct?
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I need a more accurate description.
Maybe you need to get your mind out of the gutter. Not everything is a sex thing, Bailey.
I seen the internet excited because Puss in Boots has a more cartoonish animation style rather than a realistic cat-like appearance.
Yeah, that's what I think. And I also saw the fight sequences. They're pretty lit.
Pretty lit cat fights?
Yeah, with against dragons and shit.
Okay.
It's way better than Avatar domestically.
I'm really not stoked. Really? No, you're kidding.
I don't know. I just be saying shit.
Okay, that one. I was almost believing you for a second because that would be great. So I'm just not for Shrek spin-off movies. You know what I mean? I'm not invested enough for a spin-off Shrek film.
Yeah, but get invested. It's been, 20 years since the first one and the second one?
Yeah, but there's been a bajillion. How many ones Shrek film?
There's been like 20 Shrek movies. There's been like 2 Puss in Boots.
Okay, you're right. 2010. So it's been 10 years. It's been 10 years since Shrek Forever After.
Yeah.
And the last Puss in Boots came out in 2011.
Yeah. And they're like we should go back into this IP that people liked. I don't know if they liked it or not, but they liked enough to bring it back.
Guillermo del Toro had his hands in this new Puss in Boots.
Yeah, he had his hands all over the Puss in Boots, and in this case, he was
That's
just like, I need to get my
insane.
hands. Yeah, that's why it's good.
Yeah, because he did the drafts. Guillermo prepped the Puss in Boots. What is happening with society that Guillermo's
And the
making
boots.
the Puss in Boots movie?
Everything Guillermo del Toro touches turns into gold.
It's like he gave up a while ago. He's like, all right, fuck it. Give me Shrek. Give me Pinocchio. Just whatever. I'm going to make it good, bitch. I know. It's good. I approve of it. He's a good artist. I just find it.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. It looks pretty as fuck, though. He did his Guillermo shit to it.
It's dark as fuck.
I'm not surprised. It's like because he was being so artsy, and now he's just like, yeah, I'll make it better. I'll make it better.
It's during World War II, and it's just like the kids the kids are being it's not the World War II or World War One, but no, it's World War II, and the kids are being recruited to join Mussolini's army. And then Ron Perlman is one of the generals, and they have like a paintball fight in this to train them.
Of course he is. Yeah. So, Raza,
And
speaking of movies,
McGregor is Geppetto.
So speaking of sexy Ewan McGregor,
Right.
what are we doing on a bi-weekly basis? What do you want to tell our podcast audience that we're doing on a bi-weekly basis?
What are we doing with the podcast? I thought a movie thing. We're doing a movie cast on
a movie club, digital movie club.
Cast. A movie cast. Yeah, that whole afterlife thing in Pinocchio was really cool because every time he died, he would be sent to the. So sorry, I'll go. Let's go back. But every time he died, he went to this afterlife, but then the respawn time would take longer per death. So every time he would go, it would take longer. Like she would turn an hourglass, and it would get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then he was just like, I want to be a real boy. And then he said, if you become a real boy and if you die, you actually do die. There's none of this lobby here. So the whole movie is about that, and it's a really sad movie. Actually, kind of sad.
I figured.
But, yeah, he made Pacific Rim though, the really good one. Well, I don't know why he's in charge of the Gundam wing.
He should be. Ideally, that would be perfect with how dramatic and sad they all are. That would be ideal to get Guillermo to do that. But
absolutely,
controlling those studios be so Raza.
Yeah.
What are we doing on a bi-weekly basis?
Sorry, don't chat for distract me. Yeah, Hellboy 3. No, I'm kidding. We're doing a movie cast every other week now, and we decided to do this. It's good on top of our new me, new you-esque podcast that we had. We have a new show. It's a movie cast. It's like obviously it's in the fucking name. We talk about movies, but not just that. We also watch a movie, and then we have 2 weeks to just marinate in it. And then we come back and we discuss that movie, or we just shit on it. Either way, it's fun. I like it because it gets Bailey to watch things that aren't anime. So it's like,
and I like engaging with the art meaningfully, not just looking at things that aren't big anime boobies. I like the meaningful time taken to sit there and like check out the cinematography as well as the storytelling. We're stuck here just streaming all the time. It's good to add the variety that's needed again. And what we want to do is, Roz was saying, people are watching it, is like, we would tell you what movie we're doing every time. And if you watch beforehand or you tune into the episode and find out which movie we watched, You can pause that shit, go watch it, come back, and hear what we
Yeah.
have to think.
The community. This is our community outreach our program. So, community, how about you communitize with us?
And YouTube, this is how you're gonna like our algorithm, because we're gonna be putting out
Yes.
shit on a bunch of niche movies, and you're gonna send
Yeah,
it to
and you
people
won't know
who
what
want
to
know
do.
about it.
Yeah,
You're gonna,
exactly.
Who made a
But it's also like-
YouTube video on promising young woman in 2023? Us. We did.
Us.
We did.
Let's go Raptors. No, but it's just I'm excited to do it because it changes up. It helps me out because without me, Bailey wouldn't be able to do a lot of the meat. I'm the guy who
Yeah.
puts the content there. He's the one who executes the content, but literally and metaphorically. And so it just because I got really annoyed by being the guy who wrote the scripts. Not annoyed, but like exhausted by the guy doing the scripts about podcasts. Because I realize nothing. Yeah, the world's changing every day and every week, but it doesn't change that drastically where there's something new happening every week. So having a I was gonna say bisexual, but having a bi-weekly thing, movie cast podcast gives me a breathing room.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Bailey.
Until we have a team of
Weird.
editors, and then we can actually do this on a weekly basis, because then we're not bogged down by having to create the final product for y'all to enjoy.
We can actually touch grass once we have editors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that will be all thanks to you, and thanks to Panda, and thanks to Afro, and thanks to our wonderful
everybody.
community who got us here.
Exactly. So like I am excited about movie cast because usually Panda or no Panda, our podcast 98% of the time ends with talking about a TV show or a movie. So why don't we just, go on that for an hour every other Monday and then do that. And then it just, as Bailey said, if you guys want to watch the movie with us, don't watch the podcast. Watch the movie and then come back the week of and then discuss it with us. And have a fun time. So it's like, why do you want to make life hard?
Mm-hmm. Now, Raza, do you want to go off on a little tangent? I feel like we talked a lot at the beginning. Do you want to just do tweet of the week and call it a day?
What's the tweet of the week? Yes, tweet of the week. I want Bailey to.
No, here, I'll put it. Okay, I'll put it on screen then. Fuck it. I'll add this to that chat part. Hold on. I want to do some editing because I put some food in my
Anything special for the holidays? Since we didn't talk about that, what did Bailey do on the holidays? Before?
Oh, this is our special sub-in topic. Okay.
Yeah.
Special for the holidays? Nothing too crazy. I cooked a Dungeness crab for Christmas rather than a turkey, and that was the best decision I've ever made.
A what?
My ex-partner suggested it. A crab. So I cooked a crab, a whole fucking crab for Christmas rather than a whole turkey.
Are you aware that 5 billion crabs are missing right now? And you cooked a crab in this climate?
What do you mean 5 billion crabs are missing?
There are...
news-wise? That's okay. Mine was
5
frozen, so mine was caught before they were missing. So it's okay, Raza. It's okay. It's okay.
There are 11 billion crabs missing. What made billions of snow crabs disappear? So, good job, Bailey.
Okay, hold on. We're breaking... No, snow crabs disappear. I don't believe you. Yeah, I feel like I ate them all.
Yeah,
2021.
definitely.
Plummeted from 8 billion to just 1 billion. Oh, goddamn.
I know, right?
Well, I think people overfish these snow crabs. I didn't eat snow crabs. I don't eat snow crabs because they're too expensive. So, if anything, this saves my ass. I didn't eat these ones. This isn't the type I ate. I ate a Dungeness crabs.
Okay. Anyways, continue your story.
What? This is logic. So, because this crab, you sit there. Inflation be going down. A whole turkey be costing $55 now, bro. You know how much I pay for a whole crab? $55. And how many times you get to eat crab at home? How many times you make garlic butter on your own? How many times you deep fry delicious foods to go along with it? Not that often. And you know what's better than a turkey? Crab. It's big. Oh, it's as big as my face. It was enough for 2 of us to eat. You could feed a family of 4 technically with it.
But not in you probably
not a hungry baby.
I was gonna say you're probably a fat fuck over here.
Oh, I'm gonna eat half that crab, boy. I paid $55 for this bitch. I'm eating half tonight, and I'm eating half a stick of butter. You best believe it, bro.
And you call me unhealthy?
Because that's if I'm going in. I'm going in. Because otherwise, I'm eating healthy. And then when it's time to go, it's time to go, bro. We're put the butter all over it.
I'm judging you, but it's fine. Go on.
What? It's 80-20. It's all about moderation. And when you open them, you got cheat days. You eat them. You can open the floodgates a little bit.
Today's my cheat day, so I'm gonna have a 2 can dine.
That's. I always hate that. I always steer away from that. When you're at that point that you're such a stoner, you can eat a 2 can dine. You got to check yourself. But
before you, I think I have another one too. But continue your story. I'm just stealing your spotlight. Yeah, another one.
No, well, it's your turn. Is this your holiday highlight? Since you're bringing this up as the tangent, your holiday highlight is 2 can dine deals?
I hung out with a lot of family.
Awesome. Great. Good story. Yeah. Thank you. That sounds super memorable, bro. It sounds like no one else did that.
Are you jealous because you didn't?
I did. I did hang out with family too, so you can't use that card this time. You know what? I had a damn good time.
My dad was there, so it was pretty chill.
None of the families I eat with eat turkey anymore. Everyone gave up on the turkey though.
What did I do? Yeah, I had family come through. We had a bunch of like brown people food. It was pretty much normal for me. I didn't do anything special.
Super memorable then. Very memorable. Sounds memorable.
Hey. What are you coming at me for? What are you coming at me for?
I had my birthday celebration and I did a poker night with the boys and that was wonderful. No. I lost $50, but I had a good time.
Oh my god, dude! Do whatever. Nobody does poker ever. Nobody goes poker nights with the boys ever. That's so different, so unique.
I sit beside mommy and get drunk because she takes care of me and makes chicken burgies.
Maybe you should try that. It's pretty lit. It's pretty fucking lit, actually. Have you tried that? Exactly.
My grandma does that for me. Shout out to Fran.
Oh, you're so lucky you have a grandma to do that with. I wish I had a grandma. I guess I've got to settle with my mom.
All right, fuck you. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. It's on screen now. Raza framed me with this one. This week, Raza, his tweet of the week is from Horse Powder, and it states, "Unfortunately, I must admit, I have white rapper energy." It's okay. I feel like it's a cringe tweet to make. It's one of those, like, you're putting it out into the tweetosphere because it's a good tweet, but you're taking a big L for being the one to tweet it, you know?
Is it because it hits home to you?
No, it's not because it hits home.
It's about this.
I think it's just it's like
you know what, guys? This tweet actually sucks because I am not white rapper, right?
Imagine if you had a homie and he walked up and he's like, "You know what, Raza? I think I have white rapper energy." What would you think that implies? Or would you go, "You're cringe"? You would go, "You're cringe."
I would be like, "That's really, really funny. Why are you telling me that, though?" I'd laugh.
Exactly. So that's how this tweet was received.
But cringe is different, though. Cringe is being like, I'm disgusted by it.
It's the same.
That's weird. No, you're being.
No.
I'm not laughing because it's cringy. I'm laughing because it's funny. Touche, Raza. Touche, Raza. Say it. You want to say it. You want to say it.
Fair point, Raza.
And this is what happens when you live with mommy. You can out-debate the debate team over here, the one-man debate team, because she teaches you all the... Okay, this is getting weird fast, so now stop talking.
My mommy teaches me the way that humans work, and my mom told me I'm the best at conversation. But sorry, I'll stop. Okay. All right. Raza.
Did she... No, is this you? Is this your... You said my mom, so I just assume it's you.
My mom just inflated my ego way too large, so I got to this point. That's pretty much what happened.
I'm like, don't blame her for your own faults, bro. That's not cool. Don't throw Mama Nargang on the bus.
No, it's Mama Bailey. It's Mama Bailey. My mom's last name is Bailey.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So my family was uncreative.
Who's Nargang then?
My dad's last name.
Okay.
So my mom's last name is my first name.
Bailey?
Yeah, I could have been Bailey, and that's how I got the Bebe nickname.
Oh, I thought I thought it took
No.
just like it.
I got
it's just, you say it twice because he doesn't live listen once.
I had Bebe since I was a kid because of that.
God, your whole life is now. Jesus.
Because I
Christ.
could have been Bailey.
But yeah, don't throw Mama Bailey under the bus. Then your ego is your own fault.
I don't know, Raza. I was a single child that
Parents?
was male presenting with no masculine influence, and I think all of my responsibility should be on society and Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I had a dad growing up, so I just he taught me the way of the world. I got to play catch with my dad.
Okay, you know what? My dad played catch with me, but you know what he did instead? I was playing goalie in soccer, so he would throw balls at my head, and I would have to catch them.
With your head.
Isn't that catch? Son, take the hits. Take the hits, son. You want to play goalie? Don't be scared of the ball. You can't dodge a Brents. You can't dodge a ball, bitch.
He just really wanted you to get into baseball. What's wrong with that?
Oh God. Semi-real story. It was kind of bad, but I was consensual. Either way, I appreciate you guys.
I'm watching Kim's Convenience right now, and I'm seeing all of the dad's qualities in my dad. He just really wants to provide for his family, but we all just call him losers too much to do that. We all make fun of my dad for everything he does. Why do you have a new shirt, Dad? Why do you have new shoes? We just make fun of him. And
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy, literally. But he makes the world go round. Without him, there wouldn't be marching into madness.
Yeah, thank you, Papa.
Because I wouldn't be here. Call him Daddy.
Thank you, Papa.
Call him Daddy.
No, thank you.
Call him.
No, Papa Malik.
I'm gonna take that.
I don't want to betray his trust like that. Okay, so thank you everybody for tuning in. It was good returning back. I'm inspired. Raza's inspired. As you can tell, we had a lot to babble about. That was slightly news related. That was slightly not. I told you about the movie club. You can check that out. It's on our YouTube now if you want to watch that. We're on Linktree, where we have our TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and you know what we need on Spotify? You got to hit that notification button, and you got to download all our episodes, all of them. Just go through. There's like 100 of them. Just download. Do it all. Fill up your phone, please and thank you. After that, follow us on Twitch. That goes a long way. Any sort of comments, drop them. And Raza,
Yeah.
Go ahead. What do you got to say?
Look
What
at
do you got
this.
to tell
No,
them?
I'm on the new releases on Steam that are coming out this week, and one of the popular ones is Brothel Simulator.
Okay.
It has
All
a.
right.
It has a. It has a. I'm not gonna press it because it's gonna ruin my algorithm, but it has a. It's on sale for $8.44. So if you guys wanna buy that, it's there for you. Don't look it up, Bailey. Don't fuck off.
Oh
Don't look
no.
it.
Oh no. We can't play
Don't
Brothel
look it up.
Simulator.
Damn it, Bailey. Oh my god. Don't look that show. He's not
Oh
the
no.
weeb here.
This is
No,
too
it is the
much.
weeb.
That's too much.
You're on, yeah.
All right,
It's
guys.
wrong.
Raza, tell him what you need to tell him. And then we'll go to Let's Talk. So we're not ditching you, Panda, and whoever else is listening. We're going to Let's Talk for a half hour. What do you got to say, Raza?
We are on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok.
I already
Grindr.
did that. I already did this.
Oh.
Already did
Then
this.
yeah. Thank you guys again. And we'll see you on the flip side, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, we'll be right
Sorry,
back.
Bailey's looking at adult games right now.
No, I'm
He's
looking at my
disconnected.
Steam items. I'm confused. I didn't know I had any that were valuable, but either way,
Same here.
right back. Outro.
Thank you
We'll
again
use
for
the old one
watching us
still.
badly talk about these topics.
You can follow us on Twitch, Marching Into Madness, all one word, no space. On the gram, marching_into_madness, and on Patreon at patreon.com/marchingintomadness. And again on Le Discord at Marching Into Madness.
Join us, and Bailey will pay you 10 whole Canadian dollars.
You can follow Whitey over at gnarly_media on the Insta. You must definitely follow the life of our whole podcast, Wine Mom, at X Wine Mom X, because the year's 2002, and we still have the X in our names. And me, your favorite brown boy, at _r Malik _.
Thank you for the third time. We love you. Drink some milk and be healthy.
Remember, kids, say no to school and yes to
It's like such bad advice. It's like here we put this well-formulated podcast together with good insight on facts and truth and political points and social issues. Don't go to school, dude.
Oh god.
Bailey listens to
Motherfucker
me.
shouldn't be near school after saying that.
It's like Bailey listens to me say the sentence and he goes, maybe I should say my sentence now.
Thank you.
No, it's actually good. It's been proven to
No, but-
to be
Okay,
better,
but so you're
better.
trying to say a bidet is cleaner. You don't need to wash your hands because you use a bidet. Is that what you're saying?
You have to. There's less stuff going around, so yes, but you still should wash your hands.
No, you still need because there's
normally.
more poop. You're actively bidet is around the poop area, and you're cleaning the poop.
With the things on the side here, it doesn't actually. You don't go like this.
You're not like putting it up.
No, there's a fucking nozzle here. And
it
you
just
aim.
scoots- How do you
Yeah,
aim
squirt.
it? Oh, you got a
you
little
angle-
control on the side.
No, so
So you've just
for
got
men-
everybody's poop on the bidet.
No, because it self cleans. Bidets do that. What are you talking about?
How does it
This is
self
like-
clean?
every time you use it, it just goes through like it's like whole like.
Oh, it does a
clean
cleaning
process
cycle.
for like 10
Okay.
seconds, 10, 20 seconds. But there is a knob here for
Yeah.
pressure, and then for the gender, right? So for men, it shoots out a fucking missile into your butthole, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then I haven't tried the woman one, but from when I installed it, I saw it's a little bit more floaty. It doesn't actually shoot at the door. Literally, it does. I have to bring down our water pressure because it goes. It's a freaking tomahawk missile.
I don't like this. I support it. I lost my V card to a bidet, says the chat. Oh my god, Panda. I see
Excuse me,
that.
Panda.
When did
I
I
can
get a bunch
see
of
it,
these
see it.
cards? 2023?
They're probably from Gundam.
Game of the Year. Steam Awards stuff. Turn into gems.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was a jacuzzi. My bad. You all right?
Well,
What
I'll
are
sell
your
it for 5
thoughts on
cents if it's gonna
on
break into
jacuzzis?
nothing. What are gems? What's this? I'm tripping out.
All right.
Jacuzzis.
Bailey
I'm
has
a big.
just discovered the ecosystem of Steam.
I know. I'm gonna have to look at this later. Why did I get all these trading cards? Okay, whatever. I'm a big hot tub fan. They're kind of gross, but I ignore it.
I was
But
gonna say they're petri dish.
I don't like public hot tubs. Like homie hot tubs, I'll go in homie hot tubs. You know what I mean? I'm not about to go to the Super 8 and get in their jacuzzi though.
Yeah. Ew. Ew.
Yeah, like I go to the gym, I go to the sauna, but there's a
Yeah.
jacuzzi there, and so many naked old men. So many naked old men. And I'm like, you're just all getting in there, like 5 of you at once, just like chilling. It's like, this doesn't, you don't feel gross? That doesn't seem gross in several ways to you? How many mans got in and out of this jacuzzi?
I have a friend who has a sauna built in his house.
Top tier, and I will have, by the time I have my own property, there will be a sauna on it. And I will be in it every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be traveling the world. But that money I could be using for a sauna, but no, I'm gonna be,
I'm going to do
using-
both. We're going to make a content farm, Raza. I'm going to live on a content farm.
Stop
Panda's
including
gonna live
me
with me.
in your weird fucking like goals, man. Stop including me. Right? I'm not a part of this content
You
farm.
are. You're going to come stay on the content farm when you're in Canada because we're going to need to
that's
film
a
videos
Netflix
of you
docs.
chopping wood and shit.
Against his will.
I just need to take a few pictures of you. That's it. I just would like to take a few pictures.
Of my massive fucking 8-pack here?
You used to have
Used to
Panda
be-
used to have a jacuzzi and a sauna. Ballin'. I'm a big proponent of the health benefits of the sauna. I'm a super sauna stan.
I read that like it used to have a jacuzzi and a grandma. Feels bad, man. That's how I read that. Like, whoops.
Yeah, you gotta get that BTTV going. Oh yeah, because you're watching the restream, so you can't see it. Raza's
What?
fupa.
Fuck.
The BTTV, because the feels bad man is an emote.
Yeah, I
that
can
you're missing.
see the emoji.
Okay. All right. Calm down. Stop being so accusational and just jumping to conclusions like I don't know things or like. Yeah, I big. One day I'm gonna have one. One day you're gonna get me one. Give me a good old sauna.
What? A sauna?
Yeah, we could do sauna streams. We could do sauna vlogs. How about that? Sauna vlogs. Me and you. You're gonna come to my content farm. We'll play with the cow.
I just get the picture of Andrew Tate and what's his face? That streamer you like, who just shaved his head.
Oh, I
Aiden
don't like
Ross,
him.
Aiden Ross.
Yeah, Aiden Ross.
Ross.
I'm laughing at all.
That
I
reminds me
love
of that
this
one
bit.
video.
I love this whole bit that he's the mini top G now. That he's
Yeah,
middle G.
he got banned from Twitch, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But it's only temporary banned.
He's always doing some next shit. He's pushing the boundaries. I like the
That's
thing
all-
is. So you go first, and then I'll go on my opinion. Sorry,
No, I'm
being
good.
Bailey. But the place
Go.
that I get torn on that is like, we still watch Jackass, we still watch CKY, we still watched fucking the weirdest vloggers back in the day, right? Like, it's just the same evolution of that. So it's like, as much as he's aggravating and I don't enjoy it, there's always going to be that teenager influencer, no matter what medium is out there. It's going to be Justin Bieber or whatever. There's going to be some version of an Aiden Ross for every generation. So as frustrating as it is, it's like, well, shit.
Who's our Aiden Ross for our generation?
Our Aiden Ross? A lot of people,
Yeah.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
No, but like for millennials, because Jake Paul and Logan Paul are like
No,
Gen
you want to
Y.
go further back?
Yeah, for us, well, you could say
Chris
like
Chan.
Steve O.
Christian.
Alright, I'm done. The Chris Chan lore is like so insane though. It's so insane. So I wouldn't say he's our Aiden Ross. I think he's just
Who's an Aiden Ross? Well, like the Rod Stewart, Charlotte.
Rod Stewart.
Howard Stern. Sorry,
Stern.
Howard Stern is
That's,
what I was
no,
thinking.
that's not even
you
us.
got like,
That's not us. No.
but so then
That's
I
not
know.
us,
So
though.
I'm trying to work
Millennials.
up. You know, you're right. So I'm trying to work up. So you got like
Okay,
Howard
okay.
Stern, Charlemagne, and like you got like Jimmy Kimmel and shit. And then for
Joe
our
Rogan.
generation, I'm trying to. Yeah, there you go.
Joe Rogan is one of them.
I don't know
just, like,
because they're like teenage.
it's like
influencers.
different.
I'm trying to
It's
think
like
of who else.
his thing, his energy is still
Like
the
some-
same as Aiden Rossi. You know?
Academics, if we're talking my hip hoppy shit, like academics, all these guys
Yeah,
are
absolutely.
academics' child in some ways.
Sam, what's his face? Sam, the one that you don't like.
Baba Booey. The one that fought iDubbbz. What's his
Sam
name?
Neo or something like that. Sam,
Oh, I don't like him so much that I forget his name all the time.
yeah, him. He's you could Hyde. Yeah, Sam
Yeah,
Hyde.
thank
He's
you.
our generation. Aiden Ross. Because but he's a little.
think
He's a
that's
little
fair.
bit more. He's a little. He's not as posery as
Fair,
Aiden Ross.
yeah, fair is tough because someone could say I still don't like Sam Hyde, but at least he's still making some sort of weird, fucked up art in some way, even if I disagree with it. Aiden
Yeah.
Ross isn't making art. You know what I mean?
He self-aware people don't count. Fuck them. So not sense. I said, wait, you don't think Aiden Ross is self-aware? Okay.
I think he slightly is. I think it's a weird mix. It's a self-awareness, but like a fuck itness, a youthness, like the Nelk Boys type shit.
But no, I forgot about them. What
They're
happened?
massive, bro. They're massive. They have a huge
Are they-
podcast. They just interviewed
I
the Top
fo-
G. They all have individual shows and personalities now.
That's another thing we need more of, a white guy with a podcast. Like every white guy you know has a fucking podcast nowadays.
I know.
I discovered 3 more. It's like, what separates you guys? You just gotta talk about how, like, you know, what seltzer tastes the best now? Is that like how it
No, it's-
comes down to?
It's the stuff that appeals to those teenage kids because it's like I've tried to think of like University Bailey. I wouldn't be interested in it, but if I was like thinking of 19, I knew a bunch of homies that would be just watching content of like, oh yeah, so that's how you wheel girls, right? Oh yeah, you were at the club last weekend and I saw this biddy in the corner. Like that's like literally what they would be listening to, and that's what it appeals to is people who's like thoughts. They're not dumb, but they also don't give a fuck about anything else. Their brain is on. "Oh, yeah, bro. Like, we'll just get our bank up and get a Lambo, and like we're in college, like that type of. They've got a very basic viewpoint, and that's what captivates those people, and that's a massive percentage of just like middle class, wealthy white people.
maybe
Society
get
sucks, eh?
a job. How about that? How about you like not everyone needs a podcast. Right? Not everybody needs to be like, I have critical things to
Every
say.
episode
I'm
is
gonna start
about
one.
tasting mayo. Every episode is about tasting mayo. Arguably, they started a couple businesses. They also got rich off the gambling shit. That's mainly, they all got super, super, super rich off of the gambling shit on
Yeah.
Twitch.
Yeah,
They were doing that.
it
That's
just
what the Nelk Boys leaned into. They were all doing that.
But then on the other side, yeah, I see brown dudes starting podcasts now. So it's like that. I don't know if it sounds biased if I say that's cool because it's not that cool. It's just like you're just the brown version of what these white dudes are doing, and it's only fucking relatable to that.
Keys to the VIP. Keys to the VIP. I remember
Keys
that one.
to VIP.
That was one of
It
the
was
hitting
like
on
that
ones, wasn't it? That's one of the pickup
Yeah.
artist ones.
On Comedy Channel. I remember watching
it
that.
is, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like the show to begin with because it was super boring. Because it would just be an aerial view of these guys picking up girls.
I used to watch these things, but I was very self-aware that they were reality shows. Like I wasn't like watching.
Oh
them,
no,
like,
it wasn't realities. They're scripted.
But scripted reality show, it's the same shit. Reality shows are scripted.
That gets into another argument. What is reality? No.
That's why it's tough. Who knows? Who knows what is a reality show anymore?
Jersey
Keeping
Shore,
up with the
Big Brother.
Kardashians is supposed to be a reality show. Would you say that's reality?
Why are you saying that like I am a fan of that show?
Big Brother is a reality show. Would you say that's reality? It's literally named Big Brother. What
One of the
do you think about that?
One of the
Rosa?
people that was not me, but Bailey tried to bang was into Big Brother.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's just nothing. Someone say it.
I've known many people who I was sexually interested in who liked Big Brother, and it would be painful. I used to watch Big Brother when it first came out in like the first few seasons back in the day in cable television era, and I remember when the big incident in September of 2001 happened.
Oh, and you also
and
went to
they-
someone went to school on the.
Yes, yeah, there was
Canadian,
someone in our school went on the Canadian one and shit like that.
Did they win?
No, I don't think so.
It would have been cooler if I like winners.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, makes sense.
I mean,
people-
Pokimane apparently went to my high school. So
Oh,
for sharing,
Cool, so
for
ho.
sharing. Yeah. So
there you go. And so now when we go to
There you go,
TwitchCon
yeah.
in 2 years, you got an entry point. You got
2 years. This
So,
guy has some high hopes for us.
2 years. We could go earlier, but it'll be a lot of legwork. I might go earlier for funsies, but if I go earlier, it's literally I'm just getting drunk with a homie. I'm not going to go do heavy business.
And what's the point of going? You can still get drunk here with the homies.
Because it's traveling. You're the one saying you want to travel. It's traveling.
but
It's a traveling experience.
I want to travel, but I don't plan on getting drunk. I
Never.
can just
Really?
be drinking at home. Right?
That sounds
I travel
less
for the
fun.
experience.
Yeah, and sometimes
Buddy-
part of that experience means going out and having
Buddy, I will
fun.
drink. You're absolutely right. I will drink, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, I can't want to go to Spain and get hammered in Spain. Like,
That's not
fucking
what I'm
nuts.
like.
let's just aim a little higher. All right, let's make mommy Bailey proud, all right, of what she's
Because if you're
putting
going to a
something-
convention, that is part of what you do. You go out at night and you experience the city. You socialize, you meet people,
When I went to
and then you go out at night.
Fan Expo. I socialized with people. I hung out with people. But you know what I
Yeah.
didn't need to do? Get hammered.
And you know what you didn't have because of it?
What?
Fun.
Who has a picture with the Mandalorian and who doesn't? Tell me that. Tell me that. How about that?
Who has a picture of me drunk with the Mandalorian? Me, and that sounds way
Do
more
you?
fun. No, I don't.
Do
I'm
you?
just being
Exactly.
sarcastic.
Look,
Being
fuck
sarcastic,
yourself.
but- yeah, we'll go
Yeah,
to Furry
Billy
Expo and we'll show
would love
Raza how
that.
real conventions work.
Furry is a real. You don't think? Wait, hold up. You don't think Fan Expo is real? It's one of the biggest ones in Canada.
No, it's real. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Furry Expo is something Billy would love to go to because this guy, he's a furry defender.
I think you have, for someone who stands up for many people's rights, I just stand up for the fact that you're a little hateful towards this specific demographic. Of
Furries?
people.
Yeah, I mean, bullying worked. Now, when we see bullying going away, this is the product of it. Same with people who like anime, Billy. There should be, people are getting a little too comfortable with liking that shit.
I think you're biased. I think you're biased. I think you have
you're
confirmation bias, good sir. And
I think you also have a
think
confirmation
your
bias as you.
statements are unfounded, my friend.
I think your pushback is unfounded, my friend, because you are part of that community and you don't like these things.
Well, I mean, it's okay that you can't understand different interpretations of media. I understand that your love of the Transformers have created a specific metal and explosion-based appeal that has seeped into other passions of your life. So I get why you're scared of furries as well.
Yeah. Just correct me if I'm just, I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I'm just going to shoot this out there, but who here loves Gundam cock? Is it me or is it you?
Who here is obsessed with giant robots? That's all I had to say. That would have won the argument.
You, because this guy says, "Yo, Raza, did you watch the latest Gundam episode?" And it's like, no.
Fuck, I keep forgetting.
I'm
I
too
gotta
busy.
watch that too. There's too much shit.
I'm too busy watching a giant reptile and a giant monkey kick each other's ass.
You watching Beasties? Oh, we should watch Beasties.
Besties, yeah. So, Bailey, get good at, not being. I mean, get a little more self-aware.
If we do March Madness, maybe we're gonna do a Beasties stream. Maybe I'll watch some Beasties if we're doing March Madness.
All right.
Let me see if it's on YouTube. Am I gonna get copyright struck for this? The next Transformers is gonna be with the Beasties. Yeah. I might be able to play it.
Beast Wars, fam.
Beast Wars. Throwback.
No, but yeah. So yeah, I think that you. Yeah,
Sorry, go.
I'm just gonna stop there. No, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
Because I want to bully Bailey even more. I'm doing a Transformers marathon right now. I did that I think 2 years ago for
Theme
our
song's iconic.
podcast, and I did a presentation on those movies, Bailey. If you remember that.
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
What other movie franchise did you do presentation?
The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, shit. He actually listens. Yeah, I did do one. They're all just like, it's just, you don't know what's happening in those scenes where the robots are fighting because there's parts falling off of them every 3 seconds, and you're just like, there's so much. It's messy, right? But that's why I like Pacific Rim more, because you can actually see the metal and those shit.
And I like Gundam because it's really fast and it's pew pew and boom boom.
Yeah, and yeah.
I like the
Anything
creative
else you-
interpretation. It's fun. I like the action. The fighting in space is so much cooler. It's faster. There's always
Roz likes his robot slow. No, I like stylized robot fights, and all it was like you punch Bumblebee and a fucking car door flies off of him, and then it comes back 2 scenes later.
yeah, exactly.
They make the Transformers that I remember were hella durable, and like these ones that Michael Bay has directed, like their shit's falling off of them, like it's nobody's business, like they're shedding or something, right? And then like, I don't know. But
Yeah.
the newest one, the Bumblebee one, I only about 5 because it's trash, and Bumblebee, which isn't trash, and watched it semi recently. 5 was the last night, right? Yeah, but they were hot under.
Yeah, Raza,
Who were?
Megan Fox.
Yeah. No, there weren't. What's her face? There was this really. Idris Elba's daughter was kind of cool. She was just like. But father,
Oh, the fourth one.
I have
Which
learned
one's the
so
fourth one?
much.
Is that the Wahlberg one?
I think
Which
so.
one's the fourth one?
Because yeah, no, it is the fourth and fifth one.
Yeah.
Or Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. It was. It
Oh, his
was
daughter or
Revenge of
whatever?
the Fallen. Dark Side of the Moon. Age of Extinction, I think, and then The Last Night was the 5th one.
Yeah.
And then the Bumblebee one came out. So, but they're it's good popcorn flicks. It's good like just
Good popcorn flicks.
good pop. Look up Transformers Romeo and Juliet. What do they mean by?
I put the desktop audio on for
Oh,
stream.
bright side.
But I did like
Guys,
how each trend
Where's
like
he from?
all the Transformers
Told you he's a
movies
driver from Texas.
Texas?
had the iconic.
Where?
lower
Dublin,
angle
Texas?
360
Shamrock, Texas? Why does he
shot,
sound like a leprechaun?
and it just
You get
I
your
did
ass
like
kicked
those,
in Ireland for saying that.
Oh,
those
no, I don't
those
like
shots of the
Detroit,
movie because they
Texas.
actually you can
And so he drives? What do you
see
mean he drives?
the
Like for a living?
Transformers
Yeah.
properly.
He makes a living.
Thank you.
Look, I race rally cars. One driver,
What is
one
it? Do
navigator.
you have it?
Her.
Yeah.
By the
that's
way,
alright.
I'm totally
I've been
legit.
watching it.
I just
have
got
the
picked up
audio
by
on
Red
for
Bull.
stream.
And just so you know, my life savings was in that car back there.
This is not
Oh,
happening.
your wife.
Oh, it definitely is.
Who's talking?
The boyfriend.
How old are you?
Oh,
20.
She's a 17-year-old girl. So we can work this 2 ways.
so
One, I
the
punch you
guy
right in the
in
mouth
this
and you
movie,
call the police on me.
movie
Or
is the
two,
most like
I just call the
average
cops
looking
on you
white
because
dude
this is
ever.
illegal. She's a minor.
We're protected by
Ever.
the
He's the
Romeo
most
and Juliet
expendable.
laws.
We dated for
Like,
a little
I've
while. I was
seen
a
people
sophomore
that
and he
look
was
like
a
him
senior.
older.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Not Mark
We've got a
Wahlberg,
pre-existing
but the guy who's
juvenile
supposed to be the-
foundation relationship. Statute
Wait,
2705-3.
What?
What? And he
Texas
names the
statute?
pedophile stat.
Is that a
He
real law?
names it.
Yep.
What?
Romeo
No.
and Juliet, huh? You know how those two ended up?
Love.
Dead.
I knew this thing existed,
Do
but
your
I didn't
parents know
think you're
about
gonna
this?
pull it.
Is your
What?
dad
Why
okay
do
with
I
you
not
dating a
remember this?
17-year-old
Was
girl?
this taken
Took
out of
off
the
when I was
movie
5, but if
Panda?
I ever bump into him, I'll ask him.
No, this is in the movie.
You know, Tessa?
Why don't I remember this?
To what? Never have
Oh
fun,
my
take
God.
a risk, be annoyed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Panda. Oh my god.
It's a very simple-minded movie. They don't do much
I did-
of that.
Oh my
thinking.
god. Oh my god. He's just like, I could call the cops on you. You're dating my underage daughter. He's like, well,
That's-
bitch, it's legal to be a pedophile.
Yeah, well, I don't want you to say that, but yeah, it's like it's very open with that. I remember watching it like last or 2
Oh
years ago.
no.
That's
not good.
That's in there. Yeah,
Michael
Michael
Bay.
Bay's Michael Bay is weird because he's the one that made underage Megan Fox dress
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And
Yeah, exactly. And no, every
What do you-
woman in every one of his movies, there is a butt shot. He does not have a starring woman without a butt shot of her.
yeah, yeah.
It's a thing. Watch
it's-
every Michael Bay movie is starring woman. They've got a shot where they're walking away from the camera, or they got to bend over and get something. It's not good.
I was literally about to bring that up, Panda. Ambulance. I saw it halfway through and I just closed the movie because it was just like, Jake Hall, you can be in better things.
Jake Hall, you were in Knight Rider.
Yeah,
Night
you
Watcher?
can be
Which
better.
one was that?
Night Rider.
Mo-
Yeah, right.
Knight Rider?
Knight Rider. Yeah. Have you watched? He should have done Bad Boys 3. Michael Bay. Bad Boys 3. Oh my god, I saw that movie too. Will
Nightcrawler.
Smith
Knight Rider.
has a Knight Rider. Yeah. I was thinking X-Men for a minute. I was like, it's.
Whatever.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, in my Bad Boys 3, Will Smith's character I think has like a son or a daughter now.
Okay.
No, son.
I don't think I watched the third
It's a
one.
son.
I don't think I watched the new one. Bad Boys 3.
It came out like 2 years ago.
I don't think I
3
did.
years.
Oh, I watched it on a plane. And I do not remember what happened.
I saw it on. I paid to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I watched it on a plane and I do not remember it.
And then, have you seen The Guilty yet?
The Guilty.
The Guilty.
No.
Watch it.
Jake Hall.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, this is I've seen a lot of clips from this, but I have not watched this. No. A lot of clips though.
It's just him.
Just Jake Hall?
I mean, there's several other people
Yeah.
in the movie, but like those other people are all, you don't say them.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Paul Dano is in it. Apparently, I didn't even know that Ethan Hawke's in it.
Yep.
It's a good timely movie for when it came out. Not as good as people. It's
also
good, not as good as people claim. It's also a remake. Did not know it's a remake. We should have a section on the movie cast, Panda's movie fact corner. The way he'd just be dropping knowledge on us, like it's a fucking cat. Like we're like it's a school. He's Professor Panda.
Professor P. Professor P dropping bombs.
Movie fact 101.
Well, it's
an
movie
elective
madness.
that
See,
you
come
need to
on, you
pick.
gotta go with the theme, dog.
No, movie madness 101. All right, fine.
You gotta go
Whatever.
better than that. Yeah, PP, Professor P, PP. You don't like that?
P.
Professor Pandizzle. Pandizzle the.
These nuts.
I'm trying to find the original Guilty movie, and there's like, no, I'll have to do a deep dig later. That's what I'm curious about.
A panini. How much do you want to bet? I find it Guilty original. It's a Danish movie. It came out.
Raza.
What?
Raza. You're stupid. You're stupid meme.
What meme?
The meme you made on IG, I just had like someone from high school just somehow, I don't know where they got it from. Just someone from high school just sent me as like, that you?
What?
I was gonna say
Own
my
it.
boy's fucking around. My boy's fucking around.
Own it.
I swear to God, if you tarnish my reputation with this stupid meme,
How's it stupid? It's funny.
Oh my
People like
God.
it. People like it.
Okay, and I thought my mom was about to send it. All right, good. Oh, I was about to. It's like, I swear to God, if my mom sent me this too, I'm going to say something.
Really?
No, I didn't.
No, to me.
Yeah, Raza said Bay joined this, and then the homie from high school, Kyle hit me up. He said, "This is you."
But it's a fuck. I assume
Oh,
people.
dude, you
from
leave
the
it
quote-
up. I leave it up. It's hilarious.
I
that
assume.
phone.
I assume from the quote, people will think it's jokes. Like it just is what it is, bro. That's literally. I was just like, I hope people can read that and be like, okay, it's not real.
It's 2023, bro. People either gonna take it too far or they're not gonna take it anywhere at all. You know what I mean?
I mean, thank God my friends haven't taken it too far. They're like, that's funny. You know that simp meme I posted?
Did you put it on our
the-
page? Does this guy probably? How would he have seen it? Whatever.
Got the shit from high school. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. High school people, bro.
Dude, yeah, fuck them. Right? Fuck them. What are you gonna do? Be like, oh, dude, you're too white to join the Jordan Andrew one. Yeah. Ever since I saw you posted that, I've been saying everybody, you use it now.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't remember what the thing was.
It's like the I have it saved. 1 second. Oh yeah, it's just like I'll never simp for anybody, and then it has Jordan Peterson, Andrew
yeah.
Tate, and the other guy, and it's just like, oh, at your service, my queen.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
I
And
think
then
it's good.
I found a new one. I posted it, but Instagram, took it down. It's just like mommy issues, Andrew Tate, and then daddy issues, Jordan Peterson.
Oh yeah, they've taken down anything with the top G right now.
Yeah.
But Raza,
Breaks my heart.
it's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. How are you feeling tonight? Feeling sensual? Feeling like closing it out with a little bit
Yeah,
of
so
patience?
guys, we're not going to be doing any stream on Friday unless Bailey is doing. I won't be there. I'm telling you, I won't be streaming on Friday, but Bailey.
I might do a daytime stream. We're not going to do a traditional gaming stream in the evening. I might pop in and do some eBay and shit.
Because
just fuck
Raza
around.
is breaking fast and getting drunk as fuck.
Ooh, I could
Rust?
maybe play Rust with Panda.
Yeah.
That could be a possibility, actually.
Yeah. And then because it's my birthday weekend, so I'm calling it. And then Monday we will have our notes, thoughts, discussions about said movie we've spoken about twice, which I. Oh, you're big 50? No, I'm big 69.
Big 6'9".
Big 6'9". Well, when my dad turned that 69 2 years ago, I was just like,
Did you buy him like a cake with that? Did you buy him a sex doll? You should have bought him a sex doll.
Because I'm not buying my dad a sex doll. Okay,
Why not?
we may be close. We may have a stable and healthy relationship, but we're not that close. Where I'm be like, hey, dad, here's a fucking sex doll.
This is how
but anyway,
true bonds are made between father and son.
Shouldn't you be trying that then?
Maybe. Who says I haven't done it?
It would be working if you had been done it.
I will bow. I will bow.
I am like, dude, like 10 years of being made fun. Rosa has daddy issues, and that's why he won't cuddle me.
That's true.
That's
this
true.
Is valid. He does
Very
very
true.
much so.
Damn it. That's the thing I'm insecure about, guys.
It's Freudian.
Well,
He
anyways.
picks on his dad just because he's scared of the attention that he really wants.
Which is to hold me.
Yeah. Hold me more, Father.
Hold me.
Thank you for tuning in, people.
I'm not cool with
We
that.
already did enough of an outro. You know what it is. I'm back tomorrow. Around 11, maybe 10 o'clock, but probably 11, so that I don't have to be a working maniac.
I'll be at work.
I'm working. This is a job. I'm doing a job, and I'm contributing to our. Raza. I'm doing this for you. For you.
All right, mommy have issues now.
Why don't
We're
you
gonna be editing
recognize me?
Flash trailer. No,
Yeah.
so it's done. All of that stuff's done. I can sort of say this. All of that stuff's done already. I won't have any part in this, but I know there's 3 things I'll be working on. One of them is a big thing. Let's just all I can say. It's the first one came out in 2019, and all the dudes loved it. And it's, yeah. I don't like the movie myself, but he isn't the main character of his IP. So that's
what
gonna
year?
be. I gotta
Did you say
double check.
2019?
Yes, yeah, 2019.
Okay, I think I know what it is.
You can DM me it.
Okay.
Or put it in our
Yeah, Zoom.
Council.
Shazam.
of dictators.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Bye, Internet. Bye, Internet.
no.
Raza, tell him you love him.
I love you guys. My